Welcome back to Chaos Corner. Live to tape. Retro review. Colonel Mustafa, here in 1991. It's the Iron Sheik. This is when more towards the end of his run and the end of his career, although the Sheik would go on for a much longer time. And here comes the big boss, man. Well, you heard the think. We're here in Madison Square Garden. We're back to the future. This is 1991, October 28th, for the Retro Review, here in the executive boardroom from Chaos Corner. It's the big boss man in his traditional leather garb, along with the PR-24, going up against Colonel Mustafa, who is the Iron Sheik, the former WWF heavyweight champion. Now, the Sheik here is not in the shape that he was back in the late 70s and early 80s. This is 10 years, 8 years later after that, where he lost to Hogan in the Garden. And here comes Mike Rotunda, a.k.a. Irwin R. Shyster. It is tax season. You can't blame him for being here. Wow, IRS is accusing here in 1991 of the boss man not paying his taxes, and maybe he's a tax cheat. And in the meantime, while he's distracted by that, the boss man, there's the Sheik with the heavy clubbing forearms, the side headlocks, the front face locks by the Sheik taking over on the boss man as Shyster just strolls away back down the walkway there at the Garden. Sold out crowd. I don't expect a lot out of this match. It's a newer Big Bubba. He is the big boss man now here in the WWF. And now he slides out of the ring and he's looking for Irwin R. Shyster, going all the way back to the locker room. The Sheik at this point is definitely still in great shape, but much slower. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The referee is Danny Davis. Bobby Heenan is back in the booth with Gorilla Monsoon. This is old school. But you could see the Sheik is not half the grappler that he was. And this man was legit badass. Big body slam by the boss man on the Iron Sheik. Let me adjust everything around here. I know, the camera puts 10 pounds. It puts 20 pounds on the GOC. Because I tell it like it is. Unique, unscripted, one man, and no bells, no whistles, no music. I say it all the time. This is reality TV. This is what you get. And this is what you get when you get a second cup of coffee and no Red Bull today. But thanks for being here. I can't thank you enough. Like, subscribe. Let's get this out there. I have all kinds of videos on here. Follow me on all social media platforms. You know what they are. And I enjoy doing these retro reviews. We're here early. Boss man right now looks like he's going to post the Iron Sheik. Here in the Garden, October 28th, 1991. And happy St. Patrick's Day from the Blarney Stone here at Chaos Corner, because everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Am I right? Am I right? Here to provide you with a distraction that's needed here in 2022. We're in the middle of crises and wars and supply chains and politics and BS and government, one world control, digital currency, cryptocurrency, shadow being copyrights. I don't want any of that. I'm here for satire, for a comedic relief, for stress relief, for a dose of reality and a distraction from all the BS going on, especially here in this country. Think about that. But back to the retro review. Sheik going in the traditional Arab boots with the pointed tones that he uses for his gimmick. He's got a weapon in there somewhere. Danny Davis is trying to figure it out. Give Danny Davis a lot of credit. Here's a guy who was did everything in this business, from worker to ref to everything in between, to even announcer. Now, he's checking on the boss man. Again, let me adjust this here. We're trying out the new stands. Sheik now. Oh, wait. Whatever they're calling him here in 91, Colonel Mustafa. It's the Iron Sheik in his older years, given the right clubbing forearms like only he can. The big kick to the panzone, the labanza, the breadbasket of the big boss man. Still has that beautiful salto suplex. She can still do it here in 91. He's still alive to this day. We follow each other on social media. Fuck yourself. Foo. And he spat on the boss man right there in 91 in the garden. And now he's doing the traditional pose of the Sheik. He's got the camo top on. He's got the khakis. Boss man in the traditional corrections officer outfit. Looks like yours truly back in the day. The big boss man. I was Ray Traylor, big fan of his. Beautiful suplex by Ray Traylor, a.k.a. the big boss man on the Iron Sheik. Simple matches. A lot of today's generation might find this slow. Headbutt by Bubba Rogers, by a boss man. Nice slam. Stood right over on the Sheik. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Sheik did the job. You had to by then. Boss man was on his way up in the WWE. Boss man with a nice, what you would have considered 10 years early, a huge upset over the Iron Sheik. But this is what the Sheik was relegated to at this point. When he went on to WCW, they used him once or twice a year, and he could barely work. Big props and respect to the Sheik. Did I say Cheek? Well, you know what Bully Ray said to me on at least a couple of occasions 20 years ago while we were battling for the NWA World Tag Team titles. It was Bubba and Devon against the Outcast Killers, Oman Tortuga, Diablo Santiago, with yours truly in their corner as the manager. We had a 3-match series, tables matches, the whole 9 yards, and yes, I got involved a couple of times. That didn't turn out the best, but he said to me in the locker room, give the Guardian of Chaos Big Daddy 7 spots and he'll fuck up 6 of them. Coming from a 2-time Hall of Famer, busted open radio, a man who's still in the business and the influence and wisdom, his own training school that he has, I consider that a fucking compliment. I don't care what anybody says. I wear it with a badge of honor. I'll say that to say this. Stay here for the retro review. We're coming back. Stumbling. It's the second cup of coffee. It's early. But this is what you get. I don't unedit it. I don't take it out. I don't follow a script. I may have some notes. That's why you come here to the channel. You never know what I'm going to say.